Okay, so we're going to have a look at some roundabouts now and lane discipline on roundabouts. So we're going to come up to this next roundabout that you can just see ahead. We're going to take the second exit ahead at this roundabout. So just checking those mirrors, middle and right, bringing that speed down and heading towards this middle lane. We're checking to my right to make sure it's safe. If it is, we're going to make our way out and we're going to go into the left-hand lane. I'm going to check my mirrors, middle and left, signal left, and exit ahead. On this stretch of road we can start building the speed up. It's a 60 mile an hour road, this one, so if it is safe to do so we can make some progress. So we can just see the sign for the roundabout ahead. At this roundabout we're going to take the third exit. We're going to go to the right, third exit to the right. So on approach, I'm just going to check my middle mirror and my right mirror. Put my right signal on to let other people know what I'm doing. And I'm going to start reducing the speed. I'm going to be looking at the lanes that I need to be in, and I need to be in the right hand lane on approach. So I'm braking, I'm getting that gear down. Second gear is good as it's clear to go. And I'll be heading out into the right hand lane. Now, at about this time here, I'm going to check my middle mirror on my left mirror. I'm going to signal left, and I'm going to start drifting out into the left-hand lane. And I'm going to exit the roundabout in the left-hand lane. So now this is a dual carriageway. This is a 70 mile an hour road, so I can build that speed up and start making some safe progress. The next roundabout that we come to, we're going to turn right. So now we're on a dual carriageway. We will need to make a safe lane change into that right-hand lane on approach. So I'm going to check my middle mirror, my right mirror. I'm going to pop a right signal on, last little blind spot check to the right, and then I'm going to move across if it's safe to do so. Approaching this next roundabout, we're going to take the third exit to the right. So I'm going to check my middle mirror, right mirror. I'm going to signal right. So now I'm going to start slowing down. Nice gradual reduction of speed up to this roundabout. I can be now checking to my right to make sure it's safe. I'm going to select a suitable gear, which is second, and I'm going to come out into this right hand lane. So now I'm going to start checking my middle mirror, my left mirror, signalling left, and I'm going to exit into the left hand lane. Again, this is a dual carriageway, 70 mile an hour speed limit, so I'm going to build that speed up and make some progress along this road. Next roundabout we come to, again we're going to make a right turn, and also we need to make a safe lane change into that right hand lane on approach. So I'm going to check my middle mirror, my right mirror, look for a safe gap, pop my right signal, last blind spot check, and move across if it's safe to. Cancel that signal because it's still a little distance to the roundabout. We can see the sign for the next roundabout just coming up. I'm going to check my middle mirror, my right mirror, and I'm going to signal right. I'm going to take the third exit, which is to the right. So approaching in the right hand lane. Now I'm bringing that speed down. I'm looking for a safe gap. I'm going to select second gear because there is a safe gap just coming up. No need to stop. So out into this right hand lane, staying in the right hand lane. Now I'm going to check my middle mirror, my left mirror, signal left. I'm going to start drifting out into the left hand lane. Note the new speed in this road, it's a 40 mile an hour road. So if it is safe to do 40 mile an hour on this road, let's do 40 mile an hour. It's obviously 40 mile an hour for a reason. There's some junctions here, some humps down that road. So we've just got to be mindful that we aim at sticking to the actual speed limit along this road. Just occasional glances down at that speedometer just to make sure we don't tick over 40 miles an hour. If you find it a problem and you keep ticking over 40 miles an hour, maybe watch your speedo and try and set it for 38 miles an hour. So then at least you've got a little bit of a safety zone so you're not regularly going over that 40 mile an hour speed limit. Okay, so we've got a pedestrian crossing coming up in 150 yards. It's remaining on green, so we're just going to check the mirrors and we're just going to safely go through. Okay, this time at the next roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead. We're going to take the second exit. So I'm going to check my middle mirror and my right mirror to make sure we're overtakers. No need for a signal, bringing that speed down. I'm going to take the left-hand lane and be looking to my right to make sure it's safe. I'm going to come out just after this red car. So again, I only need a second gear there. So mirrors, middle and left, signal left, and exit. some roundabouts, it will be safe just to keep moving slow and approach and follow a car out. So this next roundabout we're going to be going ahead. I've selected the correct lane. No need for a signal. Bringing that speed down, selecting second gear, double checking to the right, staying in the left hand lane, middle mirror, left mirror, signal left and exiting ahead. So we're now back onto a national speed limit road. It's a 60-mile-an-hour road, this one. So again, if it's safe to be doing, 60 mile an hour, we could do it. It obviously depends on the speed of the car in front. This next roundabout, we're going to go second exit. We're going to follow the road ahead. Look at the lane markings here. Again, we're going to check those mirrors, middle and right. Start bringing that speed down. We're going to again select second gear on approach, checking to the right to make sure it's safe. And we're going to stay in this left-hand lane, follow this left-hand lane around. Mirrors and signal left to come off. At the next roundabout we come to, we're going to turn right. I'm going to take the third exit right. So I'm going to check my middle mirror, I'm going to check my right mirror. I'm going to pop my right signal on now and start bringing that speed down nice and gradually. Checking to my right to make sure it's safe. I'm going to pop it into second gear. It's not safe to go. So now I'm going to crawl up to the line in first gear. And I'm just going to hold it there and look for a safe gap to go. Quite a busy roundabout this one. Quite often you're here a few moments. Again, checking it's safe there. There's a slow moving lorry coming up, so we've got time to get out in front of that one. Staying in this right hand lane. Just as we're coming round here, middle mirror, left mirror, signal left, exiting in the left hand lane. So as you can see, back on the dual carriageway, national speed limit 70 mile an hour. If it's safe, let's make some progress. Up to late 50s, 57 miles an hour on this one. We're not gaining on that van in front, but we're staying a safe distance away from that van. So this speed's absolutely fine for down here. Okay, next roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead, second exit. So look at the lane.